Good evening, everybody. We're back here with the American Dirt Series Modified, sponsored by WFO Engines. Tonight in the booth, myself, William Kerwin. We also have Glenn Grimm joining us tonight, and Brett Wheeler helping us out with the producing for
Good
tonight.
evening,
And
everybody. We're
Glenn,
back here with the American.
happy to have you along here tonight. Maybe you'll bring me some insight into this kind of racing. Tell us what you know about this.
Ah, man, these cars are kind of tricky. We were just talking before we got in here. With these cars leaning more to the right, you got to put a whole lot more throttle and brake response into it. It's more these cars are uh, throttle based going around this track. You got to use a lot of ease on the throttle, feather it, and get it through here. Wise, I'm actually excited about this race and glad you guys brought me up here. Though, be a fun race here.
It was very fun last night. There we saw two different winners last night in the Wing Series and in the uh, big blocks that raced last night. There, Shane James and Braylon Eiler, who were the two winners last night. And this is going to get going pretty fast. We're already on one to go before we start our first heat race. The top three will advance into the feature. Everybody else that doesn't make the top three will race in a B main later on after the heat races are completed, Glenn. And you want to get up there in a hurry. We saw last night a few cautions there, kind of bunched these cars up, and the leader did not want to see that.
Oh no, not at all.
All right, we see the.
Like
Oh, go ahead, Glenn.
I was gonna say, like a driver like me, I like having a long green flag runs. Like them stop and go, stop and go. It kind of kills them. I mean, if somebody like has ability to when the track gets real slick and a long run, they can come in. If you get short runs wise, it kind of makes it a little difficult to be able to drive in and actually have a good side by side racing like that.
And we are green flag right now. Kai Matthews is the race leader, but he's going to be under pressure from Austin Welch in that second position right now, trying to dive in underneath Kai Matthews heading after this first number lap. And it will be Kai Matthews leading in the first lap, and he's right up against that wall. Is that where you want to be?
On occasion, some track wise, the bottom's the best way. But if you can rip the high side, we call that the Kyle Larson line. And in my opinion, I feel that the best side is the high side.
Yeah, we saw the outside working very good at Eldora for the big blocks last night. The wing cars, excuse me, kind of were just anywhere they wanted to be. We have some great battling in the back here, but that's not where they want to be. They want to try to make up to the get up to the third position, and we're almost halfway through this.
Hey man, these cars are fast. When you got guys that actually know how to wheel them, brings a whole new perspective of fast racing here.
Absolutely, Glenn. We still see that battle for second between Adam Davis and Austin Welch. We're back here. This is a battle for fourth and fifth and sixth and seventh and eighth, and they're running out of time. They'll have three to go. Right now, Kai Matthews is gone from this group, so he does not want to see a caution like we talked about. Three wide racing here at Charlotte. It looks like now Austin Welch has pulled away from Adam Davis a little bit there. We still have some great action going on back here. Some contact on the inside line, kind of slow those two cars on the bottom down.
See, the fun part about Kyle Matthews is where he's at right now. He can work the high and low sign to see where, like, for the feature for him, where his car works best. With him having such a huge lead on these guys, so it benefits him.
We see him riding up against that outside wall. He just put down a lap on the Jimmy Barr machine, the 81 car. And he will come around turn number 4, and he will win the first heat race of the evening. As we see checker flags for all these drivers after the first heat race. And we don't even get a break there, Glenn. We're going to go right into the second one here.
Oh, you're good.
Shortly. And here's our results if you want to go through that, Glenn.
Oh yeah, I was looking at I think the top three advance. So your top three advancers into the main is going to be Kyle Matthews, Austin Welsh, and Adam J. Davis. I believe you guys don't run consies either, so them other guys are going to be starting rear of the field there all the way.
They're gonna go into a B main, and the top 10 of that B main will move on into the to the rest of this. Yeah. We're going to get ready for the second heat race. We're going to go through the starting lineup real fast. Shane James, our winner in the big blocks main series last night. Garrett Boyd in second, Ryan Arbogast in third, Jason Moore fourth, Brad Dyer fifth, sixth AJ Bowman, and seventh Steven Fernberg. Going to round out the 7-car field in the second heat race.
I'm actually trying to get screenshots for the boys too. Make up for both ways there, being a commentator and a photographer in the race here. But yeah, we're getting close here to going green for this heat race number 2. Dude, that first race was amazing. Seeing that it looks like Kyle Matthews, I'm guessing that 1J's his teammate. Just by the way they look.
Yeah,
So,
they are teammates there.
I wonder if the teammate can accomplish what Kyle did in the first heat.
We talked to Ernie Williams Jr. last night, and he was giving crap to his teammate there, saying he's the elder. But we're back to green flag here for the second heat race on lap number 1, and it looks like the outside line may prevail here, and Shane James might lose the lead.
As he's actually Shane James right now. Actually got that inside run working.
He got it. Yeah, he did. We got some 3 wide behind them.
A little close racing there between, I believe that was Ryan Arbogast and Jason Moore there.
Yeah, Garrett Boyd.
Yeah.
All these guys. Shane James wants to see that. He can pull away. There's going to be the battle for third. Some contact. Then he saved the car. He does. He's going to slide up. Still going to hang on to the third position there just for a second. Coming to 5 to go in this second heat race. These heat races are going fast. First and second trying to get away from this battle for third.
Yeah, it's a close battle right now between them two. Little touch, contact made. Big wreck.
And up and it goes over the number 2 car, Ryan Arbogast. And tonight, this will bring our first caution of any racing going on tonight. And the last time we saw the big blocks, pretty sturdy cars. They flipped over. They were able to get back up to speed real fast. How sturdy are these cars, Glenn?
Depends on how hard that 2 hit that wall or hit that tire barrier. That could have probably hurt. Yeah, I think he pulled it in. I was just looking on pit road. Yeah, that might have hurt him because with these cars, if you hit that tire, yeah, he probably knocked the rear end of that car out just because he got pinched into that inside tire. Yeah, you could see his rear end's broke. So that's kind of tough for the 2 car there.
Yeah, they all were kind of went over. You can see there he is in the pit road. We saw somebody else coming down the pit lane there. And that's the 56 car, Brad Dyer. He's in pit road. His car is leaning hard to the right.
Well, they mostly lean to the right, but with a wreck like that, though, if he got into it as well, it knocks the whole toe out of the car. Like for him, wise, for the 2 car, it probably would have really messed him up. So he ain't gonna be able to finish. At least the heat wise.
It looked like all of them kind of went over the tire there.
Mm-hmm.
So let me see if we're gonna get the 1 to go this time by. The caution laps do not count in this series, so we're gonna still be on lap number 5, and we're gonna get ready for a restart. I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight on Speed Demon TV. I am William Kerwin and Glenn Grimm in the booth tonight. Pace truck pulling off. We're getting ready to go back to green flag here on this first restart of the evening. Six cars now trying to battle for this third position here. And Shane James and Garrett Boyd trying to get out of there as quickly as they can. Right now, after all that made Steven Fernberg your third place driver. He wasn't even in contention there for a little bit until the accident happened. There's the 88 machine, Jason Moore, who was in that incident. He's going to try to get back at the third, but he's only got 2 laps to do it.
He's ripping that high side. It could be a chance there, but I'm looking right now at the lead right now. There's a close battle between Shane James and Garrett Boyd right now. I literally feel like Garrett's a little quicker than he is. Oh man, he's ripping that high line. He's gaining a lot on him as that last time right by.
Now, Glenn, Sorry. Is there
You just,
any advantage of trying to race him here at the end here when you know you're going to make it into the main feature?
I mean, it'll give you a better starting spot in the main, which actually could benefit in the long run for it.
And looks like we're done with heat racing. Oh, we're going straight to the main, so everybody's going to make the field tonight there, Glenn.
Oh, nice.
So heat races, we saw the two winners there. They'll start up front most likely, and these guys are already actually pulling out for some warm-ups. We have a few minutes of warm-ups before we do get racing tonight. All right, well, we're here at Speed Demon TV. We're going to take a quick break before we do get going here, and we'll see you in a few minutes.
iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams. Race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12-Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
All right, welcome back, folks. Back at the American Dirt Series Modified, sponsored by WFO Engines here on Speed Demon TV. And Glenn, why don't you go take us through this lineup here for this feature?
Oh yes, man. Yeah, we got teammates starting on the front row. Kyle Matthews and Shane James here on the front row. Then you got Austin Welsh in third, Garrett Boyd in fourth, Adam J. Davis in fifth, Steven Fernberg in sixth, Cooper Ward in seventh, AJ Bowman in eighth, Cody Kelly in ninth, Brad Dyer in 10th, Cody Olson in 11th, Jason Moore in 12th.
Joshua Gaiman will start 13th, Ryan Abergas 14th, and Jimmy Barr 15th. The 15-car field for tonight. We're going to get this race moving really fast. We're just waiting, looks like, for just one more car. Nope, we're going to go. Missing one driver to not make the start. So unfortunate for them, they're going to have to start in the pits.
That's actually going to be Jimmy. Started in the rear. He did not make the call to the starting line.
This pace truck going to go for 2 laps before we get green flag racing here tonight. And Glenn, it's been great talking to you tonight, and we got one more after this. So, which race do you think is going to be better tonight? This one or the second one?
Be honest, it's nothing against these boys, but I really like late model racing. I just love you can sling it in. Late models, you can sling them in a whole lot deeper.
All right, there's your front row of teammates there, Kai Matthews and Shane James. Shane James won the big block race last night there, and he was pretty much, checked out of the field, but he just kept getting those cautions. He got almost swallowed up and almost lost the lead there at one point, but he was able to time off his restarts. Here's Kai Matthews going to lead the field for this restart, and going to come off of turn number 4, and the flagman has a green flag in the air, and we are racing here for 40 laps in the dirt oval at Charlotte with these modifieds. Looks like Kai Matthews using that bottom lane, able to get the lead here. Pulls up in front of his teammate there in the 1. Adam Davis, though, is challenging for that second position.
Oh, we got the 112 making a run right now of Adam Davis, man. Huge run on the bottom lane right now.
It looks like the bottom seems to be working a lot better than the top.
Well, with them running the Haas side between teammates in both the heats between Kyle and Shane, they might have wore the track out on the top side. So they're going to have to search through this feature. They're going to have to search for a line, because once it gets slick, these cars get a handful when the track gets super slick here. So if you can see like certain patches of the track getting darker, that means the track's running in, and that's where the slick spots are at. So you got to work your way around them until some of this feature-wise, it's going to actually change that, though, because you're going to have to figure out how to adjust your line, adjust your throttle control going through the corner.
Just Garrett Boyd tried to pass the 1 car, or the 01 car. Just could not make the pass there. The 112 still underneath there. As right now, Kai Matthews got about a 1.45 second lead there. So he's liking to see what's going on behind him. And looks like the 112 car will make the pass for third. He's going to try maybe off this corner. He'll have it cleared. Or not. The 21 going to have a great run on the outside there. That's Garrett Boyd. He had an excellent run last night as well there in our 2 races last night.
Yeah, I give these boys props. I can't do this. I'll
That's
be
what I
honest.
said last night.
I'll give them props, man. They can sling these cars a whole lot better than I can get in here. I'd make one lap and it'd be eating the fence. So
We worked lap number 9 of 40. These guys are trying to get this race done and over with really fast tonight there. As you see, Garrett Boyd has now definitely cleared the 112 Adam Davis. And Adam Davis now going to try to run the top line. And this is the big battle back here, though. This is for like 5th, 6th, and 7th. Trying to make some gains here. A little contact between the 6 car, and I can't see who that purple machine is. But that's expected on dirt. Oh, we got one in the wall there.
yeah, that 99 was in the wall coming out of the corner. Or going in the corner. He got a little too high on that. Got in the marble.
Contact.
Oh, hard lick. The 2.
Man. This will bring out our first caution of the night there. We just talked about the 99 being in the wall, and that was a 13 car. I couldn't see the numbers. They were so just too purple for me to see it. And he got after the 99 got off the wall, they kind of got together there. We're going to take a look at our replay here. Just talking about the 99 being in the wall.
It looks like the 13 tried to collect it. He was too deep in the corner and it got overcorrected it.
Yeah, 6 car got lifted up in the air, and the 13 goes for a little wild ride. The 99 spun around as all these rest of the drivers get through it safely. And they are in pit road right now. Or I'm not sure what's going on. They came down pit road and then they just exited, so I'm not sure what was going on there. But looks like, well, I gotta wait for the standings to update. There it goes. Kai Matthews is your race leader, still with his teammate Shane James in second and Garrett Boyd in third. Those top 3 haven't really changed too much there. Adam Davis, who was in that 112 machine last night as well, had a excellent run last night. He's still in the top 5. So a lot of these guys we saw last night that were running the top 5 are some of the same drivers we talked about.
I tell you, man, just by seeing this, being the first race with y'all, Kyle Matthews, man, ain't no slouch. He can wheel and deal that car to the corner.
As the pace truck pulls off here. And a great jump by Kai Matthews as we go back under green here on lap number 12.
Oh, it's going to be a cluster back behind them.
Yeah, we can see it right now. Kai Matthews trying to get away from it as fast as he can with Shane James in second. Right now the battle is on for third place there between Garrett Boyd, Jason Moore, Brad Dyer, and the 112 machine of Adam Davis.
Oh, yeah.
56.
Oh, what a save. Man, that could have been bad. Great save by the 56 there. Wow.
See the 21 taking away the line of the 88 machine there. Looking single file for about the top. Well, as soon as I say that. Oh, we got a spinner. The 56 machine spinning around in turn 2. Caution's out.
Oh, collects at the 89.
Some more cars involved. The 77. Joshua Gaiman. The 56. Brad Dyer. Just sort of the corner of my eye. I'm not sure if there was any contact. Goes in the, this is coming off of turn 4 and headed into turn number 1 here. Just got way too high, kind of couldn't collect it, and 77 goes around the 112.
I believe that was net code, be honest. Just by the way they got in the corner, it looked like it supposedly showed that it turned them. I think it was net code because there was too much room between them.
Yeah, that, you could be right there. You know, with these cars, you know, we've seen a lot lately on iRacing that the netcode's kind of gone a little bad there. But with these cars, I'm surprised we don't see it more often.
I did see though the way that was going there. Shane James was actually catching his teammate. He was only 0.3 behind him off that start. So if that run would have gone, it'd been kind of interesting to see if it could have caught him.
So we get double filed up for this next restart here. Once again, the one car, Kai Matthews, Shane James in the 0-1. Both show number 1 on their cars on the screen. The 21 of Garrett Boyd and 88 of Jason Moore. Those are your top 4 cars right now of this 14 car field, as Jimmy Barr did not make the start and is out of the race. And we are back underway here on lap number 15. I don't think Shane got a great restart because he's under fire, and Garrett Boyd will make the pass for second. Shane James is going to lose a ton of positions, it looks like. Shane James trying to get back underneath the Garrett Boyd machine, but he's under fire from Jason Moore on his left side there, coming off of turn 4. There's nowhere for Shane James to go right now.
Oh, little contact there.
Yeah, them two got in the wall there. Shane James may lose some more positions. He's already fallen back to 4th off this restart. Now he's under fire to possibly go back to 5th. Here he's got the 6 car Cody Olsen right underneath him. Great battling going on here for that 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th position here on Speed Demon TV tonight.
Close battling here. Shane James trying his hardest to get back up a little. Oh, man, I thought there was going to be some contact between the 21 and the 88 there. So we see Kyle Matthews just starting to check out as these guys are all battling back here for position.
Yeah, Kai Matthews right now has got about a 1.2 second lead over the rest of this field here. This is the battle now for second, as it's come down to 4 cars now trying to get this position. Here comes Shane James trying to make a run on the inside. Some contact between him and the 88 of Jason Moore. We saw some cars really trying to get down on that bottom groove last night there. It just wasn't working out. As they came up, they lost so much momentum. As you can see, he just lost that position and possibly going to lose another one.
Oh, man. Man, I thought the 9 was going to clobber Shane. It was close.
Yeah, it was. Shane James has fallen back to 5th position now.
Shane needs to put her back on the high side where he's fast. He's trying to run the bottom. The bottom ain't giving him any ground coverage to be able to get up to these guys. And that's where if you see right now, that's where he went. He went right back to where the sweet spot was, and he's making moves.
Right now, Jason Moore looks like will get that 2nd position from Garrett Boyd. Coming off of turn number 4, he'll cut up in front of him. Maybe not, as Garrett Boyd run. No.
Man, it's getting fun to watch this. This is literally just a battle for 2nd place right now.
Yes.
4 under a blanket, man. 4 under a blanket trying to get 1 position.
And this is coming down 13 laps to go. This race is going by pretty fast here. Garrett Boyd and Shane James are on the top side, and then we have the 88 and the 6 car of Cody Austin and Jason Moore on the bottom. Looks like now that the 88 will definitely clear the 21 machine. Let's see if the 88 rolls the top. He's going to stay right there in the middle, kind of like a middle line. He's running. But now Shane James drops down to that same line as the 88 and the 6 car. So Garrett Boyd kind of out there by himself. Less than 10 laps to go in this first heat feature of the night. We do have late models coming up next here on Speed Demon TV. following the conclusion of this race.
Get straight on us. I mean, as we see Kyle Matthews just driving away from these guys, I think the battle right now, this race is literally where we're watching right now to see who's going to come away with second place. Because it ain't over yet. We got 7 laps to go, and these guys are not giving up.
Yeah, absolutely, Glenn. And the 88 trying to pull away, but he's about two 10-second lead over third place of Garrett Boyd. Less than 7 to go here. Here comes Shane James really going down on the bottom, trying to make any momentum he can to pass these 3 cars.
That top side is starting to get real slicked off right now. We're getting into this long run here.
Yeah, we are coming to 5 to go this time by. I think the last time we had a caution was around lap 18. So this has been the longest run of this feature. It's kind of settled out just a little bit there, but I'm sure it'll heat back up. As you see now, Garrett Boyd starting to close back in on Jason Moore for the second position. Three to go now. Let's see if Garrett Boyd can get second over Jason Moore. It looks like he kind of fell off this last lap. Again, it's come back up to about 0.3 of a second between second and third. Meanwhile, you have the 6 car of Cody Olson trying to get underneath Garrett Boyd before this race is over. And there's Kai Matthews. He's going to pick up the white flag here. And unless something dramatic happens, he is going to be our winner of the first race tonight for the feature event in these modified cars. Coming off of turn 4, it will be Kai Matthews. Jason Moore looks like he will get second. Garrett Boyd in third, as everybody else starts to cross the finish line here. And here is our results for the first race here tonight. Kai Matthews, your race winner. Jason Moore finishing second. Garrett Boyd coming home in third. That was your top 3. We'll hear from them momentarily. Cody Olson fourth. Shane James in fifth. Austin Welch coming home sixth. Cody Kelly seventh. Ryan Arbogast in eighth. Joshua Gaiman coming home ninth. Cooper Ward in 10th. Adam Davis, he was running up there. He fell back to 11th. Steven Fernberg coming home 12th. He lost a lap there with about 2 to go. Brad Dyer, we saw him in an incident earlier. He comes home 9 laps down in 13th. AJ Bowman coming home 14th. And Jimmy Barr did not make the race, but he will be scored officially 15th.
As we wait for Kai Matthews, Jason Moore, and Garrett Boyd to come over the scales here.
Yep. And I believe Glenn is caught up with Kai Matthews, our race winner.
Kyle Matthews, man, congratulations on the win there, buddy. Looks like your car was on a rail tonight.
Yeah, thank you. It felt pretty good.
Was that track slicking off towards the end there was benefiting you? Or because I know I believe your teammate was having some issues on that long run there with the track getting slick.
I think the line I was running in 3 and 4, the more slick it was getting, kind of the more it benefited me the way I was running it.
Yeah, man, that you had a hot rod, man. The way it was running in the heat race, man, I knew you were gonna be a threat tonight.
Yep, turned out pretty good.
Well, you got anything for him?
Nothing. Just you got any shout outs before we let you go?
Yeah, thanks to the guys over at Cincy Speed, Shane and Darren, Brad, and then Karen's Custard and Hamburgers, Sugar Dog Creative, and Dexter Egg.
All right, Kai, we'll let you go celebrate your victory here tonight in the first series. And we're going to have Jason Moore now. Jason, coming home second there. Tell us about that battle and how the track was.
Yeah, man, it was a really good race. Kai had a good run. Me and Garrett, man, we battled for, gosh, that was a good 15, 20 laps. I had this little line in 1 and 2 that I like to run at this track when it slicks off, where you can get some grip coming out of 2 if you hit it right, and you don't have to run right up on the wall. So it works really good for me, because a lot of guys will hit the top of the wall, and I can kind of get around guys, and that's how I started kind of back of the field and had to work my way up through, and I just kept hitting my marks, just running my little slider line in 3 and 4, and it worked out really well for me.
Yeah, I was telling Glenn about the line you were running there. Just magnificent job there, trying to stay off their line while the track was messing up there on the top, and you were able to pull away and get home second there. Oh, sorry, man. Do you have any shout outs before we let you go celebrate and get ready for the second race?
Yeah, I got to thank my team, Rocket Esports and Diggs Setups by D1RT.
All right, Jason, we'll see you here in a little bit.
Yeah, thanks, man.
And I believe Glenn has finally caught up with our third place finisher, Garrett Boyd.
Yeah, Garrett, man, great racing here, man. I seen you were trying your hardest to get up there to Jason, and them closing laps looked just like you ran out of time.
Yeah, I was kind of moving around, trying some different things, and kind of shadowing what he was doing in 3 and 4. I just couldn't get enough drive out of 2 to get up beside him to kind of interrupt him.
Yeah, you guys had a good battle. He was saying when he was up here in his interview, he said you guys had a good 15-lap battle there. So, I mean, it looked great from up here wise in the announcer stand, man. So, you guys did a great race here tonight. Congrats on bringing her home third.
Yeah, thank you. I thought I was going to have something for Kyle early on. It just kind of went away.
Yeah, you got any sponsors you'd like to thank out there?
I got to thank Grand Garage, Pay to Win Setups, Field Point Energy Services, 4Link Motorsports, and I think that's it.
Alrighty, man. Well, get yourself ready for the next race there, man. Talk to him later on.
All right, that is your top 3 of this first feature event of the modified series. We're going to get ready for some late model action here very shortly here on Speed Demon TV. And while we wait for that, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be back for some late model action.
iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams. Race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12 Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com. iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams. Race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12 Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
All right, everybody, welcome back to Speed Demon TV. Speed Demon TV. I'm William Kerwin up in the booth with Glenn Grimm tonight, and we are now getting ready to go through some late model racing here. Now we are at Williams Grove Speedway, which is in Pennsylvania. And Glenn, tell us a little about these cars and what makes them different than the modifieds that we saw a little bit ago.
The difference between the modifieds we just watched racing there at Charlotte, these cars actually have a lot more horsepower. Pretty much going on these cars. Um, Going in these tight corners for these guys, they're going to have to use a good bit of brake and a good bit of throttle control because of being so short of this track, you're mostly steering the whole time. Because when you come out of the corner, it's only a short straightaway, and then you're back into turning, so you're mostly going left majority of the time going around this track.
All right, we just got done with qualifying, and again, we're getting ready to roll into heat number 1. Here's your qualifying results. Here's what we're going to start with for the first heat race. Jason Salter will start on the pole with a 19.934 second time. That'll put Shane James in second. We talked about him a lot in the modified race. Let's see if he can get a better result. Cody Olsen starting third. Steven Fernberg fourth. Clabe Ferguson starting fifth. Brad Dyer starting sixth, AJ Bowman starting seventh, and Jimmy Barr starting eighth. This will round out the first heat race. It seems a couple of different drivers than we had in the modified race there a little bit ago. So some different names maybe can be some different final orders here before we go racing. And this track is a half-mile speedway.
Fun fact, anybody don't know this track that well, I was talking to actually William about this. Pretty much for me while I was growing up. When you guys enter turn 1 and 2 here at Williams Grove, back out in the back where all the sheds are, back in the woods there's actually a Williams Grove fairgrounds where they had carnivals and all that back in the day. I don't know if they do it nowadays, but that's a little fun fact they had was through the week was it'd be like a week-long event up there. So
Yeah, I'll have to look that up later and see if they still do that, Glenn. And man, I was excited for the last night's races and this night's, but I can't wait to see what these cars can do here on this half-mile oval. And the pace truck should be pulling off here very shortly. These straightaways look pretty narrow for these drivers, so I don't think we'll see much three-wide racing like we saw earlier.
no, it's gonna be. I wouldn't say a 1-lane track, but it's gonna be very iffy. I mean, if somebody could rip the high side, because it can come into a play wise for somebody if they can hold it. That high side's kind of iffy because it could rip that wheel right out of your hand in a heartbeat.
And here we go into turn 1, and Jason Salter got a great run, but here comes Shane James trying to make that top side line work there. And looks like Jason Salter able to hold him off momentarily as now Shane James tries to run down the bottom there and cannot make it work here on lap number 1. Again, as of right now, we have a number of heat races. The top 3 will advance. Just like the last race, I'm not sure if we will have a B main there. So you want to be in the top 3 to make sure you're in the race. The rest of the field's totally not sure yet if they're going to be in.
As we see Jason, man, he's still putting her down here. Wise started to actually put a gap over Shane Jane there, just by a little bit there as he's starting to finally get into his groove.
Oh, we have some cars spinning around here. Our 56 does save it. There was some contact between the 56 machine of Brad Dyer and I believe the 4 of Clabe Ferguson. They get it straightened out. They're back underway, but that will put Brad Dyer back in 7th position. The last car that's on the field right now there. I was just about to say Cody Olsen was under attack from those two, but he's now got a clear racetrack behind him. The 4 cars about a second behind him.
Man, as we see Wise, Jason Salter is just starting to unleash a lead now in this heat race here with about Yeah, I'm not.
3
Give me a
laps
minute.
to go.
Yeah, I forgot to look at the stream.
And this is
There
now
we
the
go.
battle on the screen right now is between AJ Bowman and Brad Dyer. He's trying to make anything he can up, but it's just going to be too little too late, as now we are less than 2 laps to go for the race leader, James Salter. He's got about a 2-second lead over um, of Shane James, and it looks like the 89 machine of AJ Bowman kind of a little squirrely there and just lost the 5th position, and now he's about to lose the 7th of the 6th position.
The
Not sure
real
what
battle
happened.
here is, I believe. Sorry, I didn't want to cut you off, but
Oh, no, go
Cable
ahead.
Ferguson and Cody Olson. If he can, he might be able to get around him for the transfer spot here.
Let's see what he can do. Ferguson in the 4 to 6
Oh,
machine of Olson, and looks like Olson will hold him off and will come home third. So Jason Salter, Shane James, and Cody Olson round out your top 3 for our first heat race of the evening.
that was close. Cable was really starting to pour on them last 3 laps. I thought he was going to come back there and be able to take that top spot from him.
Yeah, here's your final results for the first heat race. James Salter, Shane James, and Cody Olson, like I said, round out your top 3. Clay Ferguson, Brad Dyer, those 2 that made contact, 4th and 5th. 6th place, AJ Bowman. 7th place, Steven Fernberg. And Jimmy Barr in the 81 did not start the event, and he would finish last. As we get ready now for our second heat race, Robert Tucker will start on the pole. We have somebody looks like not going. There they go now. Calling up the bottom line there. David Garman starting second, Jason Moore third, Kai Matthews in fourth there, our winner from the earlier event. Garrett Boyd in fifth, Ryan Arbogast sixth, Kyle Hackett seventh, and again, here's that name, Todd. Do you have a chance at this one, Glenn? Todd Shajat?
What was it, Todd? I'm gonna say it's Todd Shajat. That's
Okay.
about exactly how we're gonna roll that. Because I tried to pronounce it before we got rolling here, and I couldn't even figure out how to pronounce his name.
So anyway, we talked about Kai Matthews earlier, and he's got to start fourth in this event. There, I mean, he's only got to gain 1 position, but how much harder is it going to be now to get into that position?
Well, here's the thing: he wasn't. I mean, these guys are really. I was looking at qualifying times for this heat race. He was only about 8th quickest in the field, which was kind of odd coming out of the ump win that he just had. And see what I mean by these cars are different. I'm curious if he can capitalize on starting 4th here, wise in Heat 2. Be able to maybe possibly get into the feature wise. We'll have to find out here. We only got 8 laps here to figure it out. So.
All right, pace truck is pulling off, is out of the way. We have 7 cars in this field. Kyle Hackett not starting this event, and we are going to be going green. Now we are green, and Robert Tucker with a big jump on the inside with the 88 car of Jason Moore. And it looks like right now the 1 car is going to try to slide under.
Oh,
Trying
wow.
to make it 3 wide there. They do it. He's on the outside of Garrett Boyd down the back straightaway.
That was tight. That was a very tight squeeze. He's already up to 2nd, guys.
Yeah, they're getting 3 wide there for a second. It looks like he's going to get in front of the 88. Can he make it stick? 88 right back on the inside of him, headed down into turn number 3. Like you said earlier, I just like how the left front comes off the ground just a little bit.
That's actually a camber thing. Depending on how much camber they put in the left or right front of the car, it makes it want to tow out when they got in there because it goes back on the trailing arm on the back of the car wise and leans on it and gets that left wheel to come up. I've seen people at my local dirt track do it in their pure stocks, but it's not the fastest. If you can keep that left front tire down, it means you're actually running faster. You're pretty much losing travel through the corner when the left front's up because you don't have all 4 tires on the track.
This is a tighter battle than we had in the first race here. A few moments ago right now, Jason Moore trying to track down Robert Tucker, and we see Garrett Boyd trying to go underneath the 1 car. Here we go. Here comes Kai Matthews, going to make it 3 wide, and he will get into 2nd position, headed down into turn number 3. We have 3 to go once these guys cross the line. Let's see if Kai Matthews can have anything at Robert Tucker now. And Garrett Boyd just trying to run that low line there, trying to get underneath one of these 3 cars to get into that transfer position.
I'll tell you now what's helping him right now with Kai Matthews. If you go see him go in the corner, I'm going from blimp view on my screen. In the corner, he was running the high side and had that right rear just barely in the the tacky stuff, which was giving him more speed. As we see here, he's trying to run the bottom, which I believe is going to hurt him.
Yeah, we are on the last lap here. Here comes Jason Moore again.
Oh,
man, this is going to get a good, interesting race here. Some contact headed down into turn number 3 for the final time. Who's going to get it? Will it be the one? Looks like the 5 car will clear him, and it will be Kai Matthews coming home second and Jason Moore in third position. So
that was a good battle for a heat race.
Yes, it was. And those guys were in the transfer position. And looks like we are going to have another straight to the feature event. So everybody will make the field tonight. So Glenn, when this track changes to nighttime, does it affect the dirt at all?
Temp wise, depending on how hot it is, it could take a little bit more time to get the rubber down on the track. Depending, like if it's a cold night, it'll get black. They call it pretty much black track. It more slick wise. It gets there faster.
Okay.
We usually when it does that in like cold weather and a little bit of hot weather because the heat will take the moisture out of the track. But with the cold weather, the heat in the tires takes the moisture out of the track when it's cold out. So you want that happy medium when you want a nice day wise, and they made sure them guys in the middle of the day watered this track really good.
Yeah.
Or they watered it between features or between heats. Makes it really good for these guys.
And I don't do much dirt racing, but do you know if that's like something that you can do in iRacing settings, like watering the track between sessions, or is that a thing?
Not yet. I wish it was. It'd be nice. It'd be a good add-on. If iRacing's listening, it'd be a good add-on. Have an option between there just to hit a button and water the track down for them. But it is. I'll tell you now, I don't know exactly who our pole sitter is going to be. We'll find out here after warm-ups. But it's going to be a race. This is going to be a fun super late model race here at the Williams Grove Speedway.
And these guys are going around the track right now in the warm-up, 5-minute warm-up before we do get our final final feature event of the evening with these American Dirt Series late models sponsored by Cincinnati Dirt Esports. So go ahead and check them out. And I believe maybe Brad Dyer and a couple of the guys in here are on that team. I'm looking through the Discord chat. So got some drivers for them in this race tonight.
Yeah, it looks like Brad Dyer, Kyle Matthews, and Shane James are on the Cincy Speed. So
yeah, we saw the Kai Matthews and Shane James running similar schemes earlier tonight. So we'll have to see what they all bring to the table here in this feature. As we were talking about them a lot earlier tonight, and we talked about Kai Matthews again just a little bit ago in this last heat race, trying to get the win. See if we can get a repeat winner tonight.
Well, as I'm seeing her, I can actually see the lineup before, but I'm going to wait here while these boys get their warm up done here. Get the full rundown so I'm not wrong before we jump into this race here, which is perfectly fine.
No, yeah, because you don't know if somebody's not starting or
exactly.
About another minute and a half in this final practice for these guys. I'm William Kerwin up in the booth with Glenn Grimm, and we also have Brett Wheeler giving our great, awesome shots you've seen around tonight, helping us out, getting commercials, all that good stuff for us here. Here's a nice shot from the blimp cam from Brett helping us out.
I'll tell you one thing though, I've never been to one of these races for it. Oh, as we got the two just
See that?
rolling down the backstretch and warm ups, but I hear it's insane when they have sprint cars up here. I hear it's insane racing.
I could see that at this track. Of course, we had some sprint car racing last night there. Here on American Dirt Series, Speed Demon TV, also Speed Demon setups. About another 10 seconds, and then these guys will be gridding up, and we'll get this last race knocked out for y'all tonight. And there is the checkered flag on warm-ups. And we should start seeing the gridding up here momentarily. A few guards just trying to cross the line before this. Oh, then they disappeared. All right, we're getting ready for this feature event. Starting on the pole, Jason Salter and Robert Tucker will start on his outside. Then we have Shane James and Kai Matthews. We talked about them a little bit. They're teammates, starting third and fourth. Cody Olson starting fifth. Jason Moore starting sixth. Clay Ferguson, Garrett Boyd, seventh and eighth. Brad Dyer and Ryan Arbogast will round out your top 10. AJ Bowman, 11th, and Todd Shajat starting 12th. Steven Fernberg, 13th. David Garman, 14th. Jimmy Barr, 15th, and Kyle Hackett, 16th. Those two guys did not start the heat races, so we'll see if they do start this feature event. As they are rolling off here, two pace laps here, and we'll get going here. Glenn.
Going dirt, man. Take up dirt.
Thinking of Garrett Garrett Gleason. I'm thinking of him. So who's your pick for this one, Glenn?
I'm not gonna count. I'm not gonna count Kyle Matthews out of this race, but it's gonna be. I feel like it's gonna be a good battle between Robert Tucker and Jason Salter, just because of how fast and the lines they were running in heat races. I feel like it's gonna be very interesting in this feature.
It looks like Steven Fernberg, David Garman, Jimmy Barr, and Kyle Hackett did not start this last feature event, so it'll be a 12-car field to figure out who is going to be our winner for our second race tonight. As the pace truck will get ready to pull off, you see it speeding off on the bottom of the racetrack, getting out of the way of these late model machines. Coming off of turn 4, we should see them go any moment now. And the green flag is out, and we're racing here for 40 laps at Williams Grove.
There was a little bit of checkup back of the field there. Look at between the two, and I don't know who else back there was. It was the two, I think the 89 and the 21, I believe, maybe. 21's still kind of out of shape right now.
We got a few cars out of shape and towards the back of the pack. But right now it is the 10-car Jason Salter leading, and Shane James running the bottom line. He is going to take over that second position from Robert Tucker for the moment. But Robert Tucker takes it right back on that outside line here starting on lap number 3.
Looks like Shane James just got a little too close to the berm on the bottom. He had to back off a little bit to collect it. That's why he lost P2 there.
Yeah, I just saw the 6 car get a little bit out of shape there for a moment. Able to keep it straight ahead and keep going here. He's under pressure though from the 88, but right now we have teammates battling for position. Kai Matthews and Shane James, that's the battle for 4th spot. And it looks like Kai Matthews will be able to pick up that position from him coming off of turn number 4. We had some 4 car. Looks like he was just out of shape momentarily a minute ago. But there's Garrett Boyd. He was running up front earlier. He's kind of stuck back here right now, running 7th spot. See if he can make his way towards the front.
Yeah, when you're that deep in the pack, it's kind of hard to try to dig yourself out at this kind of track. So we see a battle right now between Robert Tucker and Kyle Matthews right now for second.
Here comes Kai Matthews running that bottom line. Let's see if he can slide up in front of. Gonna be close. Some contact.
Ooh.
Put the Robert Tucker machine barely in the wall. Gonna lose a few tenths, but keeps it going. And meanwhile, Shane James about to lose a position to the 6 car, Cody Olson. Move Olson up one more spot up to 4th. Seen a lot of these cars getting out of shape coming off of turn 2 lately. Shane James trying to get back by Cody Olson. But not working out. He's actually going to lose another spot. There goes the 88 car, Jason Moore.
As you were just saying, Boyd, man, he's slowly, he's in a hornet's nest right now where he's at. It's kind of hard to get up through that field when you got to, oh.
Man, that's some tight racing. And Shane James still falling backwards. Nice move by Boyd to gain up that 6th spot. Meanwhile, back up front there, that is that the, there's the race leader, and here comes Kai Matthews with a great run on the outside. So he has closed the gap in on Jason Salter. He looks like he got the wall just a little bit there. And looks like Shane James still hanging on to 7th right now. Trying to move back up. I think he's kind of find a better line for him.
Ooh. He had to brake a little bit not to run over the 6th there of Cody Olson, man. He could have ran over him at that point. He had to check up a good bit there. So he's in a spot right now. It's early, a little bit still early in this race, but he's trying to find a line that fits him, like you were saying. Right now, he's so far, I'm not saying so far back here, but he's back in the thick of with all this not lap traffic, but traffic in general.
Yeah,
it's kind of hard.
Sorry to cut you off. There looked like there was some contact between the 21 and the 6 there, but they maybe just the way they entered the corner. But Garrett Boyd has been running. I think he's the only one I've seen on the bottom making it stick for him, as he's moved up now to 5th.
As we see that, I believe we're seeing Jason Salter starting to drive off a little bit here from the lead pack. He's starting to get his line in on itself here for him. He's starting to drive away from Kyle Matthews and Robert Tucker here. So,
yeah, right now the gap is about 0.7 of a second between 1st and 2nd. You can see that on your left side of the screen there. 12 cars that are in this field.
As we go back here, this is literally the battle for 6th, 5th, and 6th, and there is a tight between Olson. Oh, look like the 4 got a little bit into the 6 of Olson there.
Yeah,
not much, but a little bit.
Yeah, Olsen was moving up, and he's starting to slowly fall backwards there. Shane James actually falling back down to 8th, still having some issues trying to figure out a way around this racetrack.
Yeah, so we were getting to that part where this track's starting to get slick, and it's gonna. The way I see it for this wise, it pretty much determines a race car driver. You got to learn how to drive through the slick because it's going to be very, very on edge.
Yeah, we can. I'm looking at the left side of the screen, and it looks like the gap, time-wise, is falling between the first and second. It was just the 4/10, went back up to 7/10 now, really fast. So
It looks like he's starting to reel him in. The way I'm seeing it, just from these guys right now, people who are on the bottom are not helping each other. I mean, except there's only one person, which would have been
contact here in the
Boyd.
back of the pack between the 4, the 6, and the 1. The 6 got on the back of the 4, and the 1 got on the back of the 6 car, but they were able to save their machines and keep on going. So that 6 car is really driving it into the corner. And that's when he got into the back of the 4 a moment ago. And that gap is going back up to about 0.8 of a second now between first and second. Robert Tucker is about 3.5 seconds behind the race leader. We are just passing the halfway point of this main feature, Glenn.
Oh yeah. Again, I'm not gonna say it's anybody's ball game. Kyle Matthews could probably, if he gets back into his rhythm here, he might be able to upset Jason Salter here. But it's Matthews has got to be on his toes to this wise right now, as they've drove off from Robert Butler. Or Tucker, my bad. I'm getting tired.
It's fine.
Butler,
Robert we are running on board with the 88 of Jason Moore, and we can looking at the back ends of the car in front of him there, and the back end of that 5 car, Robert Tucker, or 17 on our screen, has been beaten up there. So I'm not sure if Jason Moore's gotten to the back of him a few times, but Jason Moore now going to make up to third. There's some contact.
Little contact there, yeah.
Not sure if he looks like he will clear him now. I don't think Robert was happy with how he was racing him there for a minute there. Maybe that's why the damage on the back end of that number 17 car, 5 on our statistics. Meanwhile, the gap into the lead is now 0.2 of a second.
Yeah, for some reason, I'm guessing Jason right now, his car's not working on the high side right now. He's trying to run that bottom, and while he's running the bottom, Kyle Matthews' car's just coming to life on the high side right now.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Yeah, we got a battle for the lead. Yeah,
they are catching a lap car, so we'll see if that lap car does come into play or not. But we have less than 13 laps to go. Here comes Kai Matthews, trying to make it double for him tonight.
At the line, it's gonna be Matthews.
And
he just gets a
run.
Oh,
It's gonna be stuck behind this lap car. Shoots him up the track, tries to shoot through the middle.
And I believe he's still going to have the lead line.
Yes, he does. 11 laps to go for first and second. They have pulled about a 5-second lead on the rest of the field. So this is going to be the battle for the win unless a caution does come out. But they are closing in on A.J. Bowman, maybe in about another 3 laps or so. That'll be another lap car in the way.
And he is clear. New leader, Kyle Matthews.
Let's see if he can drive off from Jason Salter.
I'm not going to lie. I think Salter used the stuff up. Just by the way he was driving, I think he was trying to find grip somewhere. I feel like just that might be me, but I feel like he used up the majority of his stuff he had in his car.
Yeah, he's already fallen to about a 5/10 back off the race leader of now Kai
Oh,
Matthews.
what a run in the corner, though.
It's like Kai got in the wall just a tad.
No, race ain't over now, man.
No, he's
It's
back.
back.
8 laps to go, 7.5 right now as they head down the back straightaway.
This is a race right now, man. These boys are wheeling and dealing right now. Oh, at the line. It's going to be Kyle. See, that's the thing, what I see right now that's literally hindering Jason right now is Kyle is getting such a huge run of momentum off the corner. Oh.
Got a little bit out of shape. He's in the wall. Keeps it off the 10-car Salter. 6 laps remaining. Let's see if he can try to get back at him. They are catching that 89 car of AJ Bowman. Let's see if AJ gets out of the way for these guys. Coming to 5 to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a close race. This is going to come down to this is going to come down to the wire here for this race, y'all. It is that close between the 1 of Kyle Matthews and the 10 of Jason Salter, man. It is just that close.
You're seeing this live on Speed Demon TV, the American Dirt Series. 4 laps to go for this late model race. No, we've been caution free so far. We're coming down to 3 to go right now, and Kai Matthews with a great run for the lead. Wasn't sure if he was able to get that lap, but he'd have the lead for just a second going into turn 1.
I don't know who got that off the line there. It was that close.
They will have 2 laps to figure it out. It looks like the car in front of them pulls out of the way. No, that's another car pulled out into the pit road there. Kai Matthews does lead that lap.
Caution out. Caution out was
just
one
with 3 to go.
Ooh.
2 to go. I'm not sure if they got to the line before the caution came out. So we'll see how many laps are remaining. Remember, caution flags do not count in this series. So it looks like...
Now, who got the lead, though? That's the big question right there.
The 10 car may have the lead. He just pulled in front of Kai.
Yeah, it was by 0.027. Not by much. Man, that was some close battling right there. Wow.
I was just about to say we're going to have a caution-free race. And so on this restart, it will not be double file. It will be a single file start. How does that affect Kai Matthews?
If he can warm his tires up and not get them to be cold, he should be fine.
So it looks like we are on lap number... We were just starting lap 38 when the caution came out, so it was 3 laps to go.
What I'm hearing is just from the race control I'm listening in. They are going should be going single file for this restart. So that's going to make it a little bit interesting. It actually might. I feel like this might benefit Matthew. If he can get the high right off the bat, get the high side, get it ripping, he might be able to beat that 10.
All right, we're going to see here. We're going to have 3 laps to settle it. Pace truck pulling off. And I'm not sure what happened here, if they took the green or not. They all got staggered here on the start. Green flag is out. 2 laps to go now. Let's see if Kai Matthews can make that top line mark. Coming down the back straightaway. He's got a good run. Heads off into turn 3. Look at this, though. Here comes Robert Tucker.
Look at the outside move by Kyle Matthews, though. Oh.
At the line, it's still the 10 car. 1 lap to go.
This is going to be a nail biter, boys and girls.
Coming off a turn 2 right now, it's Kai Matthews with an excellent run, but he's still got Jason Salter right under his inside here. Here comes,
This is
Robert
going to get to
Tucker
the
drove
line.
it in.
Who's going to take it?
And it looks like it's going to be Kai Matthews.
Oh, photo finish.
Will win the late model feature event here with American Dirt Series Racing tonight. Bringing it home for the Cincy Speed Boys that sponsor this series. And here are our final results. Kai Matthews, we just saw him get the win there over Jason Salter and Robert Tucker. Robert Tucker making one last bold move, but just could not get it to work. Garrett Boyd finishing 4th, Glabe Ferguson 5th, Cody Olson 6th, Shane James 7th, Brad Dyer finishing 8th, Robert Abergast 9th, Jason Moore 10th, AJ Bowman 11th, and Todd Shajat rounded out our field of 12. The last 4 drivers, Stephen Fernberg, David Garman, Jimmy Barr, and Kyle Hackett, did not start the event. We had fireworks in the air. We had fireworks on the speedway. Excellent race tonight for our top 3. Kai, this is William in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, 2 wins tonight. How's that feel?
That feels pretty good.
Tell us how you were able to catch back up to the 10 car there.
I kind of started hitting 3 and 4 pretty good and was getting a run off the top. And as it was getting slick, that's really the only place I was making time up. And we were really about dead even for the last, 20 laps or so. We were just right there next to each other.
Yeah, that caution came out there, and we thought you had the lead there, but it was him being the pole sitter for the last restart there, but you were able to get back by him here at the finish line there. And man, I thought the 5 car was going to get you there as well there in the final corner, but you were able to make the top line work and pull off in front of him. Before we let you go celebrate your 2 victories tonight, have you got any other shout outs you want to say?
The same guys as before, the guys over at Cincy Speed, Shane, Brad, and Darren, Sugadoff Creative, and Dexter Ag, and Karen's Custard and Hamburgers.
All right, Kai, go celebrate, and we'll see you next time here on American Dirt Series.
All right, thanks, appreciate it.
Kai Matthews, your race winner there, and I believe Glenn is going to catch up with Jason Salter.
There we go. We got Jason out of the car there. Helmet and belts are off there, man. Man, good run tonight there, Jason. You guys had us on our toes for them last 15 laps between you and Kai Matthews, man. That was amazing racing from you two.
Man, that was a hell of a lot of fun. That first stint at Green Flag Run, man, I got out to a good lead. I was on the top all the way around, and then I felt like it was getting pretty far up there, so I figured, heck, maybe the bottom of 3 and 4 is coming in. I started running down there, and it was good, and he got a hell of a amount of steam going around the top and got up to me, and I was doing everything I could, trying to make sure he had enough room on the outside down the straightaways, because it can get really sketchy going through there, but, man, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, man, most definitely, man. That was some very good racing. I was blown away, especially how small this track is. It's not the best wise to have side by side racing, how small Williams Grove is, but you guys managed to pull it off perfectly.
If you get the right group of guys in this track, man, it can be a blast, especially if it gets like it was right there in the top and bottom, or at least somewhat close, man. You got to have a lot of respect for each other and race out there really close like that. And I appreciate him running me clean, and I hope he appreciates me running him clean. And I'm glad everybody let us come over and run.
Oh yeah, man. Before we let you go here, man, get back to the hauler and celebrate with the team here on P2 tonight. You got any sponsors you'd like to thank here tonight for them?
I'd like to thank my team, Rocket Esports, all the guys that we have that support us, all the help they give us, D1RT, or all the help they give us, Dig by D1RT, Go Designs, ML Performance, ADS for letting us come out here and race, and you guys for putting on the broadcast.
Well, thank you, man. I appreciate it.
All right, Glenn was just talking to our finisher, our second place, Jason Salter, and And so that's it. I think we're just going to get our top 2 finishers for tonight there. And excellent racing tonight there, Glenn. I'm sorry, I'm calling you Garrett. And for the American Dirt Series, any final thoughts before we sign this off for the evening?
Oh no, man! Just thank Mark and all you guys for letting me come up here and try something new, man. Very very interesting bunch of group you guys have. Good clean racers so far that I've seen just from being up at the top of the booth here. So I do thank everybody for letting me come along here, Wise, and hopefully if I'm not busy next week, I'll gladly come back to help you guys out.
All right, Glenn, we hope to see you as well. I want to just thank our sponsors again, Cincy Speed, WFO Engines for the modified series, Speed Demon TV, Speed Demon Setups, Brett Wheeler coming on board to help us out tonight, my partner Glenn, and I'm William Kern. We're going to sign off, and we'll see you next week back here on Speed Demon TV.